There we go. All right. So again, welcome everyone. Yeah, and it is this, the smiley face thing, so you can send these little guys across the bottom, which is fun. If you're on the tablet, I think you still have them on the tablet. The only thing you didn't have was when they make them, when they did the custom for Halloween and for Christmas. Yeah, I think that was the only thing you didn't get. So feel free to send those across the bottom of the screen. And recording is started. We got all the other stuff out of the way. All right, so super excited to share this new Tangle from Cassie. And so the challenge was put out in this other group, and it was Tangles all around the world. Let me actually not share that. First, let me share this. So I did a little quick blog post so that it would be out there. And Tangle all around. So they've published some books. I think Cassie, he said it was on Amazon, and yes, yeah. Oh, that would be really nice if they did that. So when I asked, Cassie had mentioned she was, doing a Tangle, and I asked if she had submitted it to like Tangle Patterns, because that's the only place that I know to submit. But apparently, this group was is publishing a book, and so it was for new and seasoned tanglers, and so she put it in, and there we go. The rest is history. So here is her step out. And then I asked, it's nice to have some samples from the originator of the Tangle. And so this one is, and I did do my own step out. I don't think it changed anything on you, Cassie. I think I might have changed the order. But this way, actually, I usually share this second. But yeah, so maybe if, as we're doing it, I mean, it could be a solo Tangle that you put some other organics. I love this with the poke leaf and zinger and stuff. It could be like that. You could probably put multiple on a page. So this is just to have fun with. So here you have that. And so let me put that in the chat really quick so that we all have access to that. And then the step out I did, it's just similar. I added, so if you've never done Mooka, I added some little arrows, and I'll demonstrate it after I'm done with this. I added some arrows just for direction, because it's really done in one stroke. And maybe I'll do a Mooka so that way then you can see. So it starts off with an orb, and then a little center orb. Then we do these Mookas all the way around. And I got one that I got 4. I have a challenge getting them, obviously. I have some like, oh, well, like this one, it's like it seemed like it was too big of a space. And now in hindsight, I'm like, yeah, I could have just stretched it over there. So I put 2 little ones. But as we all know,
in number 6, you have 6.
I do, yeah. Because I was like just trying to be careful. I'm like, okay, this is, and I still had like 2 little squeezers in there.
It just shows that you can do any number.
That's right. Yeah. Well, exactly. And there's no right or wrong. And then in the center, so we'll do those all the way around. And then in the center, and Cassie, you can clarify this for me. I was assuming it's still the Mooka, say stroke, and then you just filled in the dot, because even on yours, because you had it, that's what it looked like to me. And when I was playing with it, I can show when I was playing with it, what I did. I ended up putting like the ball at the bottom, but kind of like this same stroke. But either way, it's good. So what I did was the same Mooka stroke, and then I just filled in the little bulb, in the center. And then
I just did a line.
You did what?
Just a line, like kind of like the beginning of Mooka. I think it's actually Fesco.
Oh, so more of like a fescue, but then you came in with the second line?
Yeah, just to kind of give it depth or something.
Okay.
I forgot to share where my inspiration came from, and that's the reason why I gave it 2 lines.
Oh, okay. Where's the inspiration from?
Oh, I was reading a book series, and in it they have something called a quarter fowl, and it's more of a clock,
Okay.
but it's all astronomical with the different signs and things. And I got looking at it, and on the back of one of the special edition covers, there was one done in of it, and I got looking at it, and I thought that'd make an interesting tangle, and that's how that came about. Except I didn't want to take the actual quarter fowl because it's copyrighted.
Yeah.
I wanted to make it my own, so instead of making it look like a clock, I made it look like a flower.
Nice.
But the author still recognized it no matter what.
Ah. Nice. That's cool. That's cool. And it's fun to know, yeah, the inspiration. And I like this, and it does give this spinning motion on there. And then, so then, just finishing it up with an aura. And then it's playtime. And so you could decorate however you want to decorate it. On my stuff, I just put some straight lines in the center and shade it a little bit. And then put a print top, so a spiral in the center going in the same direction as the other, as everything else. So I was giving it the same motion. So very, very cool. Thanks, Cassie, for creating this. So we're going to have fun with it then.
Thank you for sharing it.
And all right, let me go back here. All right. Oh, and Demi, thanks. All right. So now to decide. Well,
And I'm waiting for you to decide before I decide.
I know. Well, let's see. I did one on gray, so I can actually show my sample. When Cassie sent it, then I was playing with it. And this one, so I'm thinking maybe I'll do a Zentangle since I have it handy. I'll do white. So for those that are new to so Mom and I usually like to try to do something different. Or actually, it doesn't matter to me. Mom likes to do something different. It doesn't matter. We can do the same thing and it would end up different. And it's the fun that we have. And then, while we're doing the same tangle, you have two examples and we'll share ideas and stuff like that. And it's, like I said, it's just fun. And then say in this one, I decided to do the same Mooka shape in the center, but I have it going the opposite direction. So, and you know what? It gave me an idea. So I'm glad I'm going to use the Zentangle. Just gave me an idea. And two, if you, this is kind of like no holds barred. If you want to, use color, use color. As I said, it's about exploring the tangle and having fun with it. So I'm going to do a large one. Oh, but you know what? I'm going to use the PN pen. So I'm going to use the plastic nib. Because I forget sometimes that, let's see, and I was hearing some background. I forget sometimes to, thanks, Cassie. That sometimes when we're drawing something larger, it's sometimes not a bad idea to use a little bit thicker pen. And I only know this from when we were doing stuff on really, really large things. Like I have a big cement Michigan that I think that's gonna be my a project that I do as soon as it gets unfrozen from the ground, is to do this. I mean, and it's a good foot.
2 feet by a foot, maybe.
No, maybe because it is. Yeah, because that's about right. Yeah. And I have a little Upper Peninsula, and I had it tangled, and then put some stuff on to keep it good, and then then the whole thing, every time it rained, it would like wash off my stuff. So anyway, now I think it's clear, and I'll do it again. Okay, so I'm going to start somewhere close to the center, and so we're doing the larger orb first. And it will behave. Okay, then smaller on the inside. And so let me show you first. I'm going to just use the back. So when we do regular Mooka, And of course, both.
I
Rick
can't see what you're doing.
Okay, are you? Do you see two screens?
No.
Oh, do you at least see one screen?
I see the Tangle Time sessions and I see the attendees.
Oh, what if you are you? Oh, that's weird. Because you should see. You might have to like go out. I always hate to have people go out and come back in, but I've heard that works. I'm not sure why you wouldn't see the video.
Is there a box? Ask her if there's a box up on the left-hand side that looks like a little file box. If she presses on that, it'll bring her back to the screen.
But I don't see. I'm sorry. It's okay. I'll go out and come back in.
Let's see. So hold on a second. So yeah, because you're both on like some kind of on the mobile app. So it's a describe it again, Nanette, real quick.
Okay, there's a box that's up on your left-hand side. If you have to tap the screen, if you're on your phone, tap your screen or iPad. It's up on the left, and that's where your categories is. If you tap that, it'll go back to those two screens. If you're on a laptop or a computer desk, you need to click that over on your with your mouse.
Okay.
Yeah. So see if that works, and if not, then you might have to just come back in, and because every once in a while I have a problem with my own camera, and I have to do the same thing. So, all right.
Thank you.
Okay, sure thing, Pam, and hopefully that will work. Okay, so let me just show Mooka really quick, so that way you have this kind of frame of reference. And Mooka was designed; it was like basically a one-stroke. You don't lift your pen up for it. And I say Rick and Maria both have different ways. I like Rick's because it's I like the more bubble. So it's a curve line, and then you come around and you make the bulb, and then you come back and you're auraing it. And so this is where Cassie. This is the stroke that we're going to use for Cassie's. But then what you do, well, actually you do lift up your pen if you're going to use the Hollabal. But it's just this kind of back and forth. I'll do another one just so we can get that. So it's, and two, whichever direction you pick. This one is more like Maria's. So it's just a curve line, then you curve it back on itself, and aura meaning to outline. So if you're new to Zentangle, and then you come back down to the place that you started. But you see here where, you just keep going back and forth, and that's how you would do Mooka. Because I just wanted to give that just for frame of reference. Okay. So then around the circle, and this is where we all do the best we can, right? As far as spacing goes, and we just fill it in as we can. So I'm going to kind of come around here with this curve, and then hitting the bottom, and that's where, and I'll just pause. So I have the one arrow, so the direction, and you know what? I'm just thinking, I bet I should probably put the arrow on the inside. So coming around, and then I'm making that bulb, and then I kind of come, it's almost like a hard stop. So coming around, bulb, stop, and then at some point, and then you come back in aura, like that. And I'm going to do it again. So this is one that we get more than one chance to do. The other challenge that I had, and this is just me personally, because I'm going to stick with the whole, I'm not an artist, so it's hard for me to sometimes, plan and visualize how spacing. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Well, the height. So I was having trouble with the height, and I know in my step out, it was like I'd start one height, and then it was like get smaller and smaller, but that's okay too.
I don't have mine touching, but I just did 4.
Okay.
But I will work with that.
Yeah.
I have some place for some of that other stuff to come out.
Well, see, and then here's where it's like, well, I'm going to stretch it. There we go. And I guess that's just the decision. It's like, okay, at some point, it's like I could fit 2 in there. And that's what I did before. I was like, well, this feels right. That feels too big. But in the end, it all works out good. And then when we go to decorating it, it's just going to be gorgeous anyway. All right. So then on the inside, I kind of did a similar shape, and I'm glad I asked Cassie. So if you said it's more like a flux, which is a curved line, say with a ball on the end, but then you could come back and aura it so you have the same shape. But I did the same thing as I did here. I just didn't come all the way back down. So I did like this, and then I just filled it in afterwards. So whatever anyone wants to do, I don't know which way is easier at this moment. Oh, actually, you could do like that. I just did. I did like the Mooka, and then instead of just coming around, I just kept. I filled it in from there, like this, and then came back out. Yeah, I did this shape, curve line, and then and then my pen got stuck, and then I came back out. And then I'm going to dare say we can all take our normal liberties. And kids, I know as Cass and I were kind of talking back and forth, it's like, you get excited about, oh, what's everybody going to do with it? And that's what's so fun. All right. And then we can aura it. And again, the aura is just, you pick the distance you want to have as your outline. And then we just, we're outlining the contours. Yeah, like that. And so, as I mentioned, you could do several of them. So it does look like a flower. So you could go with that, and and make it more like a flower, or like I said, decorating even on the insides. I'm gonna do what I did before. Let's see, and this is all going clockwise. So, well, first I'm gonna neaten that up, and I'm just gonna do a little spiral on the inside there. But then, yeah, my thought was I'm going to do some Mookas on the outside since it's, this is a Mooka. But I think I'm going to use some of the grays, but I think I'm going to use maybe the jelly rolls. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to pick one and I'm going to use it. Well, maybe I will test it. Oh, okay.
I'm using a Renaissance, but I haven't figured out yet where to use the brown. I did it so I could use some white, but I haven't used the brown pen.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have to.
No.
There's no rule that says you have to.
Right. And actually, I kind of like doing these straight lines. Actually, I might put some Mookas in, but I think I want to put some more of these spinning Mookas in, and then maybe I'll do some of the other as a kind of an accent to this. And I just had to use let's see if it shows as brown on the white. Nope, it just looks like black. Okay, that's good. So I'm just I'm doing some light straight lines, just on the insides of this Mooka. Mooka Frawn, I think is how I've heard Maria call it when it's just a single piece. Well, it looks neat to me here. We're having this brown with the black on the white tile even. And I'm thinking too, could have fun with, and I might just do it, filling in with some color, like in the background of here. Or, could do some little orbs or something. I mean, like in the background. Or, oh, no, I was thinking print humps, but that's too small. Oops. Neat. Could also decorate around that aura. It is too bad that this camera is, wait, let's see. I'm not going to look yet, but that might have changed it. But I don't know. I'm putting some orbs on the outside. What did I do on my? Oh, I didn't do anything on my sample on what I did when I was playing with it. Oh, I made a big. Oh, because I made the center bigger, so I kind of did a a dewdrop / gem, or pearl in there, and then did that also with the ends of the Mooka. But I did more of the embossed concept. So what I did for that was I shaded, because I did this with the white pen. So I just picked a side to shade and stuck with that all the way around, and that's what gives it that raised effect. Is that, and just kind of have fun with it. But I think I'm gonna do some. I think I might do some smaller ones of this, just that way we have more. And I might do that before I finish doing all these orbs. All right, let's see. Oh, but maybe, yes. Let's see. We'll do some smaller ones. Oh yeah, smaller ones with probably should not use that pen. Do this one. And I'm just realizing, it's like I could make that the orb in the center maybe be a little bit bigger. Well, I could probably start with a bigger orb in general, maybe.
Tonight.
What?
I said
Oh!
you can do that tonight.
Yes, yes. When I first start, I forget it's like I want it to be a little bit curved, but I seem sometimes I'm curving it maybe a little bit too much to start off with. And I think I'm gonna do these. I'm gonna do the Mooka kind of like I've done here, just smaller, going the opposite direction on the inside there, just for fun. Ooh. an idea. And actually, in the well, we'll see. We'll see how this looks. Oh, okay. I did kind of aura-ing the orb, so just did curved lines in the background, and then on the inside of those, that might actually look kind of neat on this one too.
Oh yeah, you could still do that.
Let's see.
And then you could fill them in alternating colors. Like you need somebody else to help you get into more trouble.
Well, I do, because then it's not my fault.
I was just going to say that. Then you can blame somebody else. Mom told me to do that. Wasn't my idea.
You said it would look neat.
You said it would make it beautiful.
Oh, that's funny. Actually, I'm thinking I have this little gap here. Can I add another one here? Well, of course I can. Do I want to throw? Well, no. Okay, I will leave it. Well, and unfortunately, you're not seeing the brown that I'm adding here. Oops, let me get this cord hanging in the way here. There. But let's see. So I'm going to do this in. I'm doing this in brown. You just have to take my word on it. And I'm using the Hollabal technique, and for those new to Zentangle, I'm just picking up my pen because I want to draw these. I'm drawing these lines underneath, at least where there's a gap here like this. So I'm doing my best to pick up my pen as I go on the places that I want not to go over, but to go under. And I'm sure on the screen because of these. Well, no, I think it was even if it looks like it's black, I think you still see it. It's just the black filled in spaces.
A different shade of black.
Oh, okay. At least if it's a different shade, that's good. Yeah, that kind of adds to the motion doing that circular aura. Let's see. That's right. Sandy says, and no better someone to blame than your own mom. Right.
Us poor moms, we get blamed
for everything.
Well, and I'm sure other mothers, and I'm sure this happens in other families too. And it seems like when your children do anything bad, it's to the mother. Look at what your child did. And if they do something really good, it's the dad. Look what my child did. I'm not saying that happened in our family, but no. Just saying. I guess to summarize it, it's when they're good, they're dad's kids, and when they're bad, they're mom's kids.
Oh.
My house, it's grandma.
Oh.
It was grandma. Like what your granddaughter did. And if it was something good, it's Look what your granddaughter. It was look to Papa. My granddaughter did that.
Oh, that's funny. Oh yes, and Sandy said it's also for dog fur babies too, and kitties. Yeah, yeah. Well, no, our cats would always get the blame for it was because it's just the truth. It's like, look what the cat did. Where did this go? Who took my keys? Well, the cat probably hid them somewhere, even though no. That's so funny. And I just realized it's like, well, and once I started something, it's like, well, let me be consistent here with these little ones that I'm doing, and I'm doing that. I'm kind of doing that same stroke, just tiny, and then the opposite. Oh, that one turned out a lot nicer. Wow, with practice, it's a lot better. But this is fun.
Yeah, it's another one of those good ones to and have so much fun. I mean, this one's even more so because it looks different if you use 4, 3. Well, yeah, you could do it with 3 if you stretched it. 4,
Yeah,
5, 6, and then you can, do so much with the decorating. It's
right.
really good.
Yeah, well, and oh, that's so funny. And I was just thinking, looking at yours now, it's like you didn't leave. There was nothing wrong. You left room to add extra aura.
Yes.
See, and and interesting. So on the inside of yours, you did a second, like we would do Mook. Oh, that's what.
Yes, I did. Well, you know what I was thinking when I first saw it? I thought, well, it's almost like Elegant, where you could come back and do, because that's sort of like how that starts, is just with a Mooka kind of a thing. But you do 3 of them, and I thought, well, maybe I could fit 3 of them in there, but I couldn't. So I just did 2.
Huh. Oh, and it is going the same direction. I don't know why I was, but it's neat. That is really cool. Yeah, and I like that, adding the organics, the poke leaf, and the fancy fescue on the outside. Nice, yeah, and then the fun of it having it be on a tones tile, so you can add the
Yeah, because if anybody's out there hasn't tried working on something other than white paper, you should do it. Even if, like some people do, even on, the inside of your cereal box or what else? Any kind of cardboard box, that comes to your house, recycle it into something like this first.
Upcycle.
Upcycle, yes.
Yeah, I remember seeing that people doing that. I was like, I had never thought about doing that, and it's like, and it's well, for sure, it's going to be, I would say, sturdier than the current. Well, I don't know if they've moved into the whatever the new Renaissance tile is going to be, but the ones that we've always used are so fragile.
Well, and the boxes would be the same thing. You need to always test somewhere how the ink and how the graphite's going to work, because it's going to be different on each surface.
Yeah. And I've got this big pile of well, it's that same material. I don't know I think of chipboard as something a lot thicker.
Not necessarily, because we have a whole box of chipboard at OPC, and
Yeah.
it's all different thicknesses. And
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure where it came from. Somebody donated it, and so I don't know where but some of it's like back of a tablet of paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, things like that. And
Because like mine are the in between layers of cans of cat food, in the cat food
yes.
box.
And then you
they're
have perfect circles that you could probably.
Oh, that's true. Because some of them, I think they went to a cheaper.
Jen's
paper
doing
circle.
hers on a Ritz cracker box.
Ah, nice. Yeah, but why recycle or whatever? Yeah, upcycle it.
It would really be nice if the box that's your favorite to tangle on the inside of is also your favorite snack. And you could justify buying it as a snack because you could say, I really need it to tangle on. It's not that I
Right.
really love this snack. It's just I love the box to tangle.
Right. And then, I mean, if you end up having to go to the store, or shopping online to buy tiles, then you're going to spend money on other things too. And so it's, you choose your danger point.
Kleenex boxes.
Oh yeah, Kleenex boxes. And
I don't remember what brand, but remember I showed you that one Kleenex box oh wait, maybe this is one.
Yeah, Kleenex brand has some tangly designs on theirs.
This one isn't, but one was what do you call it? Paradox over the whole box.
Oh.
I mean, it was beautiful. And I can't remember, it might have been Sam's or something.
Oh, okay.
Kleenex brand had a cube box that had something similar to that.
Yeah, these were cubes. That's all we used, but it was definitely Paradox.
Oh, funny.
I just thought we just successfully did our first delivery from Myers.
Oh,
free. We ordered enough to make it free. And of course, to do that, I had to add 2 boxes of extra toasty Cheez-Its.
Oh,
But
that gives me another reason to buy those then.
Yes.
I have to tangle on the inside. Yes.
Right. And so I'm thinking, I will have to remember to use those to see how it works.
Yeah. Well, we'll probably be over on Saturday to help eat some of those.
Oh, okay. That was going to be my question. Do you think you'll be over Saturday? And because what's little in the container we leave out, I think will be gone by then.
Oops. I forgot I was going behind these Mookas too, but that's okay. It's one of those. It's so small. Well, trying to line them up, but it's not working exactly right. But that, it's just kind of neat putting a texture, and it doesn't, like I'm doing, the curve lines ordering the orb, but it could be any other texture behind that, or, or none at all. Now I'm watching Mom.
Well, I like what you did on the one you showed us with that. Is that cheesecloth?
Yeah, this background I did. Yeah, I did cheesecloth on the background here. Get up close, which is just, it's like the best thing if you worry about not having a steady hand or not doing straight lines, because it's, I almost on purpose was like, okay, squiggle all the way down, and it's, and you're just making a grid, but it's,
I
the
was
more
going to try
people
it,
you
but
do.
I don't have much background left, so I'll
Yeah.
do it on another one.
Well, because you could, if you get it down, that's the trick with it. You get it down one edge. But yeah, doing it even just on the outsides, you wouldn't have a lot to fit in.
No, I was
Yeah.
going to do it in like in the corners, and
Yeah.
there's almost nothing there, so I
Yeah.
ain't going to worry about it this time.
And Melissa, so it depends on what you're doing. Melissa's asking what size Micron pen do I like. She's asking what do we like best. I like the 01, but I think it's just because if I'm doing something where I want to get in small, then that's what I like. But as I mentioned, as we were starting, if you're doing something larger, and it just depends on a personal choice. Sometimes it's nicer to have something a little bit thicker. And I've seen some neat things too, where kind of mixing and matching a thicker pen with a thinner pen.
Right. Well, I tend to like the 03 or the PN because it writes a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember which one now that I did, but remember I did one where I did the whole thing, most of it with the graphic to get a nice thick line. I can't remember which. I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah, I don't remember either. But yeah, it just like I said, it is a personal choice. Then two, it was like probably part of the personal choice is how rough we are with the pens. I like the PNs because then I don't have to worry so much about the tip, because the nibs on these, I've gotten better at not having the death grip, but and it's not even the death grip this way, it's the pressing down. I would press down too hard, and then I would end up with some pens that had ended up kind of like with a chisel point tip, and then then it doesn't work so great for making these fine lines like we want. Oh, good! I got all of those insides, but and yeah, and then I think for the rest of this, I'm gonna maybe I'll add. I mentioned I was gonna add some Mooka, so I think I still will do that. Maybe I'll do that in the really light gray.
This would also work with your shades of gray technique, like the small ones you're doing around the edge.
That's how I did mine.
Oh, okay.
I put a whole bunch of Mookas in the back and then shaded those out.
Yeah.
I have to get a new kneaded eraser.
I'll bring you some.
Mine has solidified over the 20 years that it's been sitting in a box.
I will bring you some because I bought a bunch on clearance, and so.
Oh, okay. I won't rush off to Amazon and buy it then.
No.
You can bring me one.
I will bring you some.
Oh, I know. Look.
Oh yeah, and if I do this in between each one, oh, that will look cute. And I'm doing them all in for, but maybe here because I've got more space. Let's just see. I'll make this the top, maybe.
Heather, I've put a little message in chat. I have to go. Thank you very much, especially to
All right,
Cassie. I loved this one, really enjoyed it. See you next week, and please do join me on Insta if
Okay.
anyone wants to, because I've no idea really what I'm supposed to do with it. Um,
Right.
but I'll see you next week.
Yeah,
Thank you.
well, yeah, I'm glad you put that in there. So, yeah. So if anyone's on Instagram, you can, yeah, follow. Because they don't have a way to put groups on Instagram. So I'm thinking it's just, yeah, either use the because what do you do, the @ and then the name, and then that way you can tag somebody, or
Yeah, and I use Twitter, and I think it's a bit like Twitter. You can use the hashtag. And I did find a Tangle Addicts hashtag
oh, good, yeah, because
with
I've
some
been putting that
lovely
in.
pictures on it. So I'm guessing that's you lots, you lovely people, tanglers here. So I'll hopefully figure it out by next week.
Okay, yeah, no, yeah, and if you put, yeah, because I started using the hashtag Tangle Addicts, and then that way, yeah, then you search that way, then you can find, or you can follow that way. That's how it would work. Is you can follow, because I'm just figuring out Instagram. So wonderful. Well, enjoy your spaghetti bolognese.
I know. I go every Thursday now because I'm not very well with long COVID and haven't been for a long time. There's a lovely lady in the village who cooks me a big plate of spaghetti bolognese every Thursday.
Numb.
But I have to walk about 500 meters to get it.
Oh, well, that makes it calorie free then, right?
Well, yes, yeah. Unfortunately, because I mean, 10 years ago, I would have been delighted to lose this much weight, but it's really not great at the moment.
Yeah.
But it just means I can have loads of extra cheese on top.
There you go. Right? We'll find a silver lining.
Absolutely. Positives and negatives.
That's right. Well, you enjoy.
Thank you. See you next time.
All right. See you next time.
I found
Bye,
a
everyone.
couple. I found a couple to show Melissa that.
Oh.
This is one where I used a heavier pen to do a lot of the lines, and then there's another one where I used a heavier pen. I had done it with a light pen first, and then it kind of got lost. So then I just went over it with a dark pen. If you just want more emphasis, sometimes you just use a thicker pen.
Yeah.
And that's one reason to have all these pens.
Right. See? Yes, exactly.
I was just trying to think what to put in this kit that I'm making for my class tomorrow. And I don't think I have enough graphic, but I think I bought a whole box of 10 and 12s.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll give them each one of those in addition for that.
Yeah, or you might have a half box, because I think we split a box each.
Oh, could be. Well, yeah. I could mix them up.
There
anyway, they don't know what the other person's getting unless they sit and compare.
And and as we get ready to share, so yeah, would you shade this? So I shaded mine one way like this, and actually, Mom, you kind of did the same, but with a tangle. So, yeah, shading really quick, coming out of the that center orb. So I'm putting a little graphite just on the Mooka part and spreading that up. I was just having so much fun doing it. We weren't thinking about that. You kind of can bring that up as far as it might go. And then could also put a little bit, I like to put a little on that side of the bulb. And I'm just using what's left on my Tortillion. This might be from our 14 Shades of Gray class. I'll never be able to use up all of the graphite from. I probably didn't need to add any here. Yeah, see, that has a neat look. And then too, even though I added these lines, I'm going
Oh
to add
yeah,
some
I was
graphite just right
thinking
at the top.
I would do that point too. Maybe not all the way to the bottom, but
This?
no, not that. Just to the little point that goes
Oh,
into
this. Oh, here.
yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. I like experimenting with your drawing.
thanks. Well, I'm not, and I like having ideas. You giving me ideas. Well, and because I'm not really putting the graphite here, it's not gonna compete.
Right. Oh, I like that.
Mm.
You could still put it on the bottom, but I like going into that point at least. And then
Yeah.
you could put some, oh, you're working on a white. So you haven't, I say, then you could put some white alongside it to make it even pop
Yeah,
even
but I don't
more.
think because it's
Yeah, I think you need it there.
yeah,
No,
it
to
makes
make
a
that
little
center pop more.
yeah.
We love
And,
popping.
yes.
Makes me hungry for popcorn.
Yeah, because
Oh
it
yeah,
needed something because it was just too
too plain.
yeah.
Really. Now it was. Did you do those lines in brown?
Yes.
Because as it's moving, it was like
You can see the
getting
brown.
blurry and clear, and the brown was It was flashing brownish looking as you did
Yeah.
that. Oh, that
That's
really.
what happened with my Renaissance tiles too, is that, it did that. All right, so I want to see what everybody did. So if you want to open up your webcams, everybody wants to see what everyone did. Let's see. And then we'll take a screenshot as soon as it seems like everybody that wants to get on is on. And I know this will only fit like 30. Oh my gosh, everybody's pouring in here. I might turn mine off so that way I can add a picture.
Oh,
3, 4, 5, 10, 50. Oh, we've only got 20. So
Smarty Karen Maxie did a triangle one.
oh, neat. Yeah, and Diane, we're seeing just the background in your hand. So you might have to turn off the.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
now
gotta
I
bring
see
it.
it, but yeah, it's not big.
Is she showing off where she is?
No, she's using a background.
Oh, oh.
That's where she wished she would be.
Let me. I'm gonna start mine, and that way. You know what? Here's what I'm hoping not. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 20. It's supposed to be able to fit 30. But you know what I'm thinking here? Yep. Okay. I'm gonna do it. Okay, let me do it this way. So okay, all right. So let me take. Okay, so hold them up and steady, and okay. Oh, these are so cool. Now let's see, what have I got here? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20. All right. So, okay, so it does. Okay, now I'm getting this thing figured out. That's probably something people are missing. Okay,
Yeah,
hold
you
on.
have so many on, you might have to do 2 screens.
Yeah. Exactly. And I thought it was that they fit so many on one screen. All right, hold on 1 second while I find a place to save this. And 1. Yeah, and if I do, okay, and then because they have this alphabetical thing. All right. Okay. And okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, got them all. Oh, they're gorgeous. Okay, so now I have to do some quickie something. And let me save this. And then we'll share the screen. Oh, I wonder if I can. No. Oh, maybe I can. Hold on. I think I know what I can do here. Yes. Save. Okay, now let me share my screen. And okay. Little
Margaret, you're having trouble with your cat.
Oh,
Play
well,
with me.
gorgeous. All right, let me share my screen. Where? There it is. Okay, I think I got everybody's to say it. If I didn't, I'll put my email address on there again, and then we can always email it. Here we go. Okay. And
Melissa,
and Melissa, I did get yours. Okay, good.
Yeah, it's in there.
I finally got on. I lost my picture.
Oh, yeah, no, I got it. So they'll have to just scroll down. But look at how gorgeous all these are. And what neat ideas. I like the ideas more than what just, mine, putting lines in. Oh, and see, I had half the thought. Sometimes we all get on a similar wavelength. I was thinking you could do a double, and that's what Alyssa did. So doing another round of those, Mooka fronds on the outside. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, so many. I mean, and I'm looking at the different ones, and
Yeah.
like Jen, her Mookas end up much higher. See, rather than coming all the way down.
Yeah.
And so does Karen Maxey. Not the triangle, but the other one is the same thing. She did a lot of them, but up much higher, which changes the whole look of the thing.
Yeah.
Which is wonderful.
Oh, look at Sandy's with adding the colors in. They're all gorgeous. Oh, and Diane did the same thing. Whoops.
Sorry.
Hello, Heather. Do you see my draw?
I can't see. I can only see the blur. Oh, and Shirley's yours is good too. Hold on one second. Let me.
It's okay.
Yeah, I can see it barely because I don't know if you have the blur on or if it's the camera. And let me get these three. See, hold it closer to the camera, and then it does kind of come through. And Shirley, that's amazing.
Shirley's is beautiful. So is Elaine's. Marie's is beautiful too. What we can see of it.
Yeah,
I love it. Yeah.
Sandy, yours was
hold it up
there.
again, Marie.
I saw Sandy's on there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. No, I didn't. Yeah. Shirley,
it was on there.
Hold this up again one more time, and let me get this. And
I'll turn my video off here if I can figure it out.
Okay. And I turned mine off so we could get more on the screen.
Well,
let me flip back to this. No, they are lovely. And if I didn't get it, we'll just email it in or put it on.
I saw Sandy's on there. Do you have to scroll up to see the rest of them now?
Yeah, and I didn't get the last ones because I was fiddling with something here, but yeah. So if you post it on Instagram and use a hashtag of Spinning Mooka and Tangle Addicts, then we'll kind of connect the dots, and I'll swipe them off of there and put it in the post that I'll send out.
Scroll again, Heather. Oh, see, now I don't. Oh, you know what?
So, hold on. Somebody's got an alert going on. And there, it might have been. I'm just
for sure I saw it in your screen thing, but I don't see it now.
Whose was it?
Sandy Vaughn.
No, I didn't. Yeah, and I didn't get it, and then I didn't click my thing right or in time, and so I missed that. But
oh, that's right. We saw her holding it up, but yeah,
I didn't get it on the screen.
It's beautiful. We will see it.
So I will send it on the recap for sure because I know Sandy will post it, and
oh, and Joyce, yours is beautiful. I don't know if you're still on, but it's gorgeous.
Yeah. I like that with just several and having things coming off of it like that, connecting them.
They're all beautiful.
They are. I love them all.
Yeah. Super fun. Well, thanks, Cassie, for creating this.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for sharing.
Oh, so we'll have more fun with it tonight. And yeah, let me.
Yeah, I don't know what color to do. I've done black, I've done white, now I've done